Okay, I think we're good. We had our stream crash there on us. Not very often that happens, but we are back live here. Just gonna make sure everything's stabilizing itself, because I don't really want that to happen again. Be great if it went. Let's see. Okay. I think we're good. Think we are good. Considerable severe thunderstorm warning here in Nebraska. We'll go on for the next 11 minutes here for Sheridan and Cherry counties. This is going to the southeast. How quick is this moving? This is going at 30 miles an hour, so not very quick moving. Fairly slow moving storm. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning here for Maricopa County, Arizona. This is going to be for Phoenix. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning on the northeastern side of Phoenix, including Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. We have two Paradise Valleys. I don't know which one. I don't know why. That's pretty weird. Quarter-sized hail? Yeah. So this warning is for 60-mile-an-hour winds here in Maricopa. This warning will go for 25 minutes. So if you're in Scottsdale or Paradise Valley or on the northeastern side of Phoenix, make sure you are seeking shelter here and protecting your vehicle. Maybe also maybe strapping down loose lawn items would also be a good idea. NWS North Platte, yeah. You talking about the one in? What are you talking? Which one are you talking about? It's not this one, duh. Oh, the Nebraska. It's got to be the Nebraska one. Cause yeah, this does not look like quarter-sized hail. Yeah, this is. I'd say this is at least half-dollar sized hail, if not ping pong ball sized hail. Like this is definitely not quarter size. Now, let me get Voltdar up here so that I can see. See iWatches. There we go. That's better. Alright, so I'm going to pull up iWatch here. So we're currently down to, what, 6 severe thunderstorm warnings. Alright, let's get iWatch up here. Bringing up the iWatch. There we go. So we have 2 iWatches currently in effect. Whoa, that is not what I wanted. There we go. I don't know why my considerable flash flood warnings are purple. I need to change that. We do have a iWatch for the next 26 minutes here. This was probably issued quite a while ago. That's why the storms are so far east in this warning. But this is a tornado iWatch. Oh yes, I remember this. There were reports of a tornado here in Colorado, which I'm a little bit surprised we never got a tornado warning for this. They said a brief rope tornado. But this is for a tornado medium confidence, as well as 1.5-inch hail. It's going to be ping pong ball sized hail right there. And that is issued by TopFan. We have another iWatch over here. This is on our storm that is currently considerable warned. Yeah, I would agree with TopFan on this, to be honest with you. Currently medium confidence iWatch. Do we just get a... Oh, yeah. Got a new one. He added a new one, so his newest iWatch on the storm adds 80-mile-an-hour winds onto it. So we're looking at an 80-mile-an-hour, possible 80-mile-an-hour wind threat, as well as 2.75-inch hail. That is very large hail. There's a medium confidence on there with a tornado possible label on it, issued by TopFan. This iWatch will go on for the next hour here. And I would definitely agree, especially on the hail. The hail is definitely does not really make sense why it's only 1 inch right now. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they are going to do here. What they're gonna do, because this warning will expire in 6 minutes. The considerable warning currently out. What will happen in western and northeast for damaging winds and possibly isolated large hail? Right? I don't know what you mean, Caleb. I'm not sure where you're talking about or exactly what you want to know. Currently have 4 ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings. We currently have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings that are just going to be allowed to expire in the next 5 minutes here. So technically, we're really down to just 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. Western and northeast Iowa. Let me take a look. I'm just kind of gonna look. What are you for damaging winds and isolated large hail in the morning? Let's see. Let's take a look. So we currently have a outlined by the National Weather Service. We do have a wind risk here in Iowa as well as a hail risk. It's mainly going to be a wind risk, especially in western Iowa at the moment. Western Iowa, we're looking at possibly up to 2-inch hail, or I should say less than 2-inch hail. But if you are near Sioux City, Ottawa, we're kind of far western Iowa here. That's kind of where we're going to be looking at possibly greater than 2-inch hail, but less than 3.5-inch. Possibly greater than 2-inch. Not saying that's going to happen, but that is what this hatched area means. For northeastern Iowa, in terms of hail, far northeastern Iowa currently does not have an outlook, or does not have anything outlined for hail, which is a very good thing. And if you're in northeastern Iowa, just looking at a low chance of any hail at the moment. For, oh gosh, this is wind. Why am I talking about hail? What am I talking? I'm sorry. So we're looking at less than 73 miles an hour, 73 mile an hour winds, and peak being greater than 73 miles an hour in this hatched area. I got my outlooks completely mixed up for I don't know what reason. For hail, all across the board in Iowa, it's just going to be a low threat for hail. If we take a look at a model run here, let's take a look. Model run currently showing a big cluster of storms kind of going into western Iowa at about 3 a.m. Central, which is Iowa time. So 3 a.m. we're going to be looking at 4 a.m. I should say. We're going to start seeing storms going into western Iowa. I'd say mainly a wind threat, just like it is outlined by the SPC, but also a chance of some hail in here. Would not surprise me. Would also not rule out some significant winds with this Boeing segment that we are currently seeing on, that the HRRR is currently hinting at right now. And these line of storms are going to be really just going right through Iowa, mainly southern Iowa. Northeastern Iowa looks like it's just going to be a lot of rainfall at the moment. So possibly a flash flooding risk in northeastern Iowa, but western Iowa we're looking at more of that severe side of things, looking at especially damaging winds on the southwestern side of Iowa. So that's really what we're looking at in terms of Iowa in the morning. See if that plays out or not. That is currently what the ACRRR is currently showing. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Nebraska. It's going to be right here. It's going to be for Sheridan, Cherry, and Garden counties here in Nebraska for the next hour. This is going to be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch sized hail. We did get a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning. They did not go ahead and make it a PDS tornado warning. My goodness, severe warning. So they have kept it at 70 miles an hour, but they have increased the hail from 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So looking at ping pong ball sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds for Sheridan and Cherry counties here in Nebraska. But yeah, I still would not rule out larger than ping pong ball sized hail. I haven't really looked at the winds yet. It's kind of in a radar hole here, so it's pretty difficult to tell. But TopFan is watching this for potentially 80-mile-an-hour winds. And what was it, 2.5-inch hail? 2.75-inch hail. Alright, that sound you just heard is reminding me that there's a new outlook. We're going to be having a new day one outlook. It's not come out yet, but it should be coming out anytime now. We did get a new severe thunderstorm watch. Where is this? This is this in... Gotta figure out where this is. Is that here? Yeah, that is here. So we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch here in Nebraska. My goodness, I'm struggling today. Here in Nebraska, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Seriously, severe thunderstorm watch. This is going to be for scattered hail up to 2-inch size possible, scattered gusts up to 70 miles an hour likely, and frequent lightning being possible. This has a population of 168,000 people, 176 schools, and 20 hospitals. Some places in this new severe thunderstorm watch here in Nebraska would be Valentine, Ainsworth, O'Neill, Ord, Arnold, Broken Bow, St. Paul, Kearney, Lexington, Curtis, North Platte, Ogallala, and Imperial. I probably said that way wrong. But just got a new severe thunderstorm warning down here in Lawrence County, South Carolina. This is going to be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail for the next 43 minutes. This includes Clinton as well as Joanna. So make sure you're seeking shelter if you are in this warning, especially in Clinton and Joanna. Clinton, you're currently being hit by these severe storms, and Joanna, you are right in the path, so make sure you are preparing. If you're in Joanna, make sure you're getting your car inside and getting away from windows. I would still recommend going to the lowest floor possible in the most interior room, but it's not a tornado warning, so I'd just at least stay away from windows, to be completely honest with you. So that warning will go on for the next 42 minutes here for Lawrence County, South Carolina. We just got the new SPC outlook. Whoa! We just got an extremely dangerous situation. No, I take that back. That's a long time ago. Yeah, I take that back. Okay. We just got the new outlook. I'm going to wait until it comes up on the National Weather Service, but they are keeping a slight risk over here for North Dakota, South Dakota, or not North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, as well as Iowa. Looks like maybe a little bit of Kansas in there. I can't zoom in on it because it's just a graphic that shows all 4 hazards. We do still have a 2% tornado risk. They have changed it. It is different. So our previous 2% tornado risk looked like this. Our new 2% tornado risk is about like this, something like that. That's my best drawing of it. It's not exactly but that is kind of where we're seeing it. Our 2% tornado risk in the new outlook. We're going to wait until it comes up on here on weather front. Should be getting it soon, I think. In the meantime, we've got more iWatches to go through. So let's do that real quick. Let's take a look at our new iWatches. Huge extension, yeah. On the tornado outlook, I'm guessing you're talking about. Yeah, I agree. So let's get iWatch up here. Nope, that's Discord. Wrong thing. So we got two new iWatches. We've got one over here. This is going to be for Sioux County, Box Boot County, as well as Morrill County for a severe thunderstorm by TopFan for the next 55 minutes here. This will be for half dollar sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. There's no tornado tag on this, and it has a low confidence per TopFan here. We have one more iWatch, and that is going to be over here. Another low confidence severe thunderstorm warning for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. This will go on for the next 53 minutes here, also by TopFan. And once again, that is also a low confidence, though I would say, in my opinion, TopFan, I don't know what this looked like in previous scans. Let me look at it in Weatherfront real quick. Oh no, is this currently warned? I think this is currently warned. Yeah, it is. So I'm guessing I just saw the iWatch late. Yep. Okay. So this is currently warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch sized hail here. It, for some reason, just isn't showing up on there. I don't know why. Recheck what? TopFan. Alright, there we go. Now we can see it. So they did go ahead and issue a severe thunderstorm warning on that. So good job, TopFan, for pointing this out before it actually happened on iWatch. I just wasn't able to get to it right away, unfortunately. So this is actually a severe thunderstorm warning now for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds here for Cherry, Garden, and Sheridan counties here in Nebraska. Alright, I need to keep an eye out for the new outlook. Alright, we got the new outlook here on Weatherfront. So let's take a look. Take a look at this. Alright, latest outlook is now here on Weatherfront. We do still have the same probabilities on everything. We're going to go through tornado, then wind, then hail. So starting with categorical here, we still have a slight risk out here in the plains, central northern plains here, for these damaging winds as well as some damaging hail. We won't be seeing this significant damaging hail for too much longer, as outlined by the storm. Hello? What the heck? I don't know why my mic disconnected there. What happened? That was weird. Well, I don't know quite how much I wasn't talking on stream for, but we still have that 15% conditional intensity group 1 hail risk here. And we do also have a conditional intensity group 1 wind risk. And I'm really seeing that our conditional intensity group 1 goes further into Iowa here. It initially was just the western edge of it. Now it goes all the way into Des Moines, Iowa. So looking at large or significant winds all the way into Des Moines now. Very interesting. So that is our new outlook. I'm going to work on getting the overlay updated here in a little bit. Try and do it the best I can without it being boring, because I have to do it all manually, of course. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of read out the states and everything for each kind of specific outlook here. So for our slight risk, it is currently for states like Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas, as well as Iowa right now. They did remove the slight risk that was in the Midwest and Ohio Valley. So I've got to change the time to 8 p.m. instead of 3. There we go. We do also need to look at real quickly. We should have gotten a new... Yeah, we did get a new excessive rainfall outlook. They have removed our moderate risk of excessive rainfall, and we now only have a slight risk going across 2 separate slight risks, I should say, including a ton of states. My goodness, that's a lot. So let me real quick go through some states as I update this overlay for the flooding. So we now have a slight risk of excessive rainfall here for states like California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona. We also got New Mexico in there. Then we can move over to our other one here. We also got South Dakota, Nebraska, as well as Minnesota, Iowa, and Missouri. Then we've got Illinois, Indiana. Don't think that goes into Ohio. Kentucky, Tennessee. There are a ton of states in this. West Virginia, and North Carolina. I'm not sure if that's all going to fit or not, but we're about to find out. For 8 p.m. I'm going to change that to slight instead of the moderate. There we go. It definitely does not fit on there. Let's go like 25. Yeah, that was perfect. Okay. Then I just have to update these, and then we are good. So I'll go back to our SPC outlook here. Tornado risk is this very long tornado risk now. It is crazy long. Now also goes through Omaha and Des Moines, Norfolk, O'Neill, Mullen, and North Platte. You are all now in a 2% tornado risk here. And we actually need to start with the hail risk. So our 15% hail risk goes into states like, I should say, Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. SIG conditional intensity group 1 is still in play for same states other than not including South Dakota and Kansas. So this is just Colorado and Nebraska. Our wind risk is still a 15%, but they have extended it further east. It has gotten a bit bigger here For states like, this goes Colorado's first. Then we got South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and then that goes all the way to Iowa. Additional intensity group 1 is still in place. That is for South Dakota, or I should do Colorado first. Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and Iowa. Alright, now we can get to the tornado risk, and then we are done. So, very close, very, very close to being done here. This is just for Nebraska, Iowa, and this does this go into Missouri? It's very close. It does. Okay. Alright, and that is our new overlay. We're good. Everything is up to date, so we can carry on with our coverage here. We currently have 6 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, 0 tornado warnings, 27 flash flood warnings. That is a ton. My goodness. 27. You don't see that every day. Currently have 6 flash flood watches as well. Alright, let's take a look at our storms. Let's start with our considerable. We only have 1 considerable warning right now. We just went down to 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. That's getting even lower. Why is it that when I go live, we lose all our warnings? It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it makes it much harder for me to do these live streams. Alright, so for Nebraska, for Sheridan and Cherry counties, we still have this considerable warning in effect for 70-mile-an-hour winds and ping-pong ball-sized hail. I am noticing that we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Alabama and Florida. This is going to be for Walton, Holmes, and Geneva counties for 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail here. Interesting. Very interesting there. That's going to be for Coffee Springs, Sampson, Geneva, Black, Esto, West Graceville, as well as Slocombe and Hartford. Make sure you're seeking shelter if you're in this warning. Try to get away from windows if you can. And try and protect your vehicle and any loose lawn items. Bring those indoors or strap them down. We still have a pretty good hail core on this. I'm not sure if it would be destructive like we may have had earlier. We never got confirmation by the National Weather Service of that, but this does. I would say we maybe have 2-inch hail on this, but golf ball sized hail is probably what I would call on this right now. Maybe 2-inch hail. It's very tough to tell right now. Our other storm down here in Nebraska also has quite the hail core on that as well. It's currently warned for just 1-inch hail at the moment. That is all. It's basically nothing. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky. It's going to be for Harlan, Knox, Clay, Bell, and Leslie counties for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail for the next 27 minutes here. I'm not really seeing any cities other than Wallens Creek in the path of this. So make sure, if you are in Wallens Creek or anywhere in this warning, make sure you are seeking shelter away from windows and protecting your vehicle. This warning will go on for the next almost half hour for those 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch quarter-sized hail. These storms here in Nebraska have just had hail cores on them for a long time now. Long time now. Very, very long time. Currently at 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. next warnings to expire would be the one in Kentucky and South Carolina. And that would be in 26 minutes, so that would be 2 severe thunderstorm warnings there. All of our other severe thunderstorm warnings go on for another 41 minutes here. 41 minutes. Still not seeing it, or currently don't have any new iWatches currently in effect. Just taking a look. Make sure I'm refreshing, because for some reason it doesn't always like to show up with those new warnings. But we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Pennsylvania and New York for 25 minutes here. This is going to be for, oh my goodness, Susquehanna and Broome counties. I think I said that really wrong. For 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail. This is going to be for southeastern Binghamton, including as well places like Kirkwood, Windsor, Sanford, as well as Lanesboro. Maybe the northeast side of Halstead as well. So make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows and protecting your vehicle, but do not go out of your way to protect your vehicle while also putting yourself in danger. That is not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. And yes, we still only have those three severe warning, or 3 iWatches at the moment. So now we're at 6 severe warnings at the moment. Was I really close with the county in Pennsylvania? Susquehanna? Maybe it's that. I said Susquehanna. I'm surprised I was even close, honestly. It's probably gonna be like Susquehanna. No, I'm kidding. Susquehanna or Susquehanna. I don't know. I should probably listen to you though. You're probably the best at it. I don't know. But yeah, that is for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail for the next 23 minutes here in Pennsylvania and New York. Southern Pennsylvania, northern New York. Oh. Southern New York, northern Pennsylvania. I did not say that. I did not say that. That's pretty funny. I don't really do that very often, but you know. We now have, they have upgraded our warning over here in Nebraska. Still a considerable warning, still for the same things, but your joking way to say it was closer, yeah. We do have a observed 1-inch hail now on this. So we do have observed 1-inch hail now on this storm here in South Dakota. This is a public report of quarter-sized hail here in Sheridan and Cherry counties for the next 37 minutes here in Nebraska. So still the same thing, same 70-mile-an-hour winds, same quarter-sized hail. The quarter-sized hail is just publicly confirmed now. We should see that report come up on Weatherfront pretty soon. I would expect. It would make most sense for it to. Usually it will. I don't think we currently have... Yeah, we don't have any severe warnings in Canada right now. I do want to point out, we do have a tropical storm currently in the Pacific Ocean, and this is forecast to directly hit Hawaii right now. It's kind of interesting. This is what we're looking at with our tropical storm here. Amazing view that Weatherfront gives us here. Very high-res satellite. Very amazing to look at. And look at this explosive development on this tropical storm here. Look at that. That thing just exploded there. Crazy. My goodness. It literally went boom. But yeah, this tropical storm is expected to pretty much make landfall at about 1 p.m. Central Time. That would be, let me get my math right. 1 p.m. here, 12 p.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Alaskan. So 9 a.m. is when this is forecast to make pretty much landfall here in Hawaii. I got to it eventually. Took me a little bit, but just had to do my little bit of maths. Sometimes you just gotta do that, you know? I know I didn't really do math, I just kind of counted, but you know. We do also have, over here in the Atlantic, we have a, what is this? This is a not 80% chance of seeing a tropical development here in the next 2 days. That is a high risk, 80% here in the Atlantic, of seeing a tropical system developing. Don't think we have a satellite that goes out here. I feel like we do, but let me see. Do we not? Maybe we don't. What if I go on to, like, goes east? North Atlantic? Oh, there we go. We got it. So these are what these storms look like. This is going to be what forms here over the next couple days into a tropical system that's going to be moving to the east-northeast here, kind of towards the Lesser Antilles, but I'm pretty sure we aren't going to be seeing any impacts to the Lesser Antilles, to what I know, as this thing's going to, especially because this thing's going to be battling a ton of wind shear here in the Atlantic. And we also have another disturbance here with a 50% chance over the next 7 days. And you can kind of see that system right here. And that's also going to be tracking pretty much the same direction, just a little bit further north. We also do have a tropical storm up here in the Atlantic. This is Tropical Storm Cristobal. Currently looking at 46-mile-an-hour winds and 58-mile-an-hour gusts on this tropical storm here. If we go back over here to the Pacific, this tropical storm is currently forecasted. I don't know why it won't switch to the Pacific, but I'd like if it would, but it's not wanting to. That's not what I meant to do. I think I broke Weatherfront. But this tropical storm is currently at 40 miles an hour winds and 52-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is going to be hitting Hawaii pretty much with 69 max winds and max gusts being 86 miles an hour. So looking at, in comparison, that's looking at a kind of a destructive severe thunderstorm warning there. Just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Where is that? It's in Arizona. Yeah. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Arizona. This is going to be for La Paz County for the next 32 minutes. This is going to be tracking to the northeast with 60-mile-an-hour winds. So if you're in Brenda and Udding, you need to be seeking shelter from this storm and protecting yourself. If you're in Vicksburg, I would be putting your car in a garage if you've got one, as well as Salome and Wendon, as this storm is going to be tracking directly in your, or straight into your direction with those 60-mile-an-hour winds. So I'd be ready to take shelter if you are in Vicksburg, Salome, and Wendon. This is in Arizona for 31 minutes this warning. Whoa. When was this? Is this recent? No, there's no way. 649. Yeah, that's old. I was gonna say 3-inch hail. There's no way. I was about to go crazy there. Let's take a look at our storm in Florida, as well as Alabama. Except the weather front turned into a black hole there for a second. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. Okay. Thought we were gonna crash again, but nope, we're good. Storm is currently over Geneva here in Alabama, as well as black. This is gonna be currently crossing into Florida, the panhandle of Florida here. It's going to be really tracking towards Ponce de Leon, Caryville, as well as Bonifay. So be weather aware if you're over there. We just got an upgrade. We now have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here for Sheridan, Cherry, and Garden counties. For 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1.5-inch in diameter hail. That is ping pong ball sized hail on the storm, as well as the considerable part being 70-mile-an-hour winds. That looks like a lot of contamination in there, but it's kind of seeing those winds in this storm. We are very far from a radar site, I'm pretty sure right now. Yeah, we're pretty far. I wouldn't say very far, but we're fairly far away. I have a little bit of broad rotation over here, north of Paoli, by the way, at the moment. Now, we're rule out potentially very broad rotation, don't get me wrong, but little bit of rotation north of Paoli. That's going to be in Colorado. Just kind of going to keep an eye on this. Kind of see that still if you go up in a couple tilts. It's just very broad right now. That's just an area we need to keep a close eye on if it is able to intensify at all. My goodness, oh my god. I think we're maxed out on DBZ values on this storm. What does the DBZ go up to? 71? We go up to 71 DBZ. Did I just see 78? The heck? There's 76 DBZ. My 77 there. 79 DBZ. Oh my goodness. This is a crazy hailstorm here in Nebraska. I would be very surprised if we don't get a destructive warning for this. Look at that. You do not see maxed out reflectivity values very often in this widespread, I should say. Wow. It's currently warned for 1-inch hail, but this is easily greater than 1-inch sized hail. Not be surprised if it goes destructive. I feel like I would more expect a considerable warning, though. That is a crazy hail core on this storm. Wow. You really do not see that very often. You kind of have to look at it. Like, the storm to its south and east, or sorry, south and west, that is warned for bigger hail than the one to the northeast. I'm kind of baffled by that a little bit. I mean, look at these latest scans. I mean, this hail core has just gotten more and more intense over these couple scans here. Wow. That looks very significant. At least a considerable hail threat for that, I would imagine. At least a considerable hail threat. I can't speak. take a look at our storm over here in Kentucky. Storm is now going to be approaching Harlan as well as Path Fork here in Kentucky. Not sure if they're going to reissue a severe warning on this or not, but only time will tell. We'll probably get an answer here within the next couple minutes here if they will or not, as the storm is about to exit the polygon. So I'd be ready if you're in Harlan or Path Fork. Let's take a look at our severe storm in South Carolina. Joanna is about to be hit by the worst of it. Clinton looks like it is now past you. And it looks like they are going to continue this as a special weather statement. I'm not sure. This might be two separate offices here, I think. I think they're kind of disagreeing with each other. One is saying it should be a severe warning. The other one's saying it should be a special weather statement. But the special weather statement is for 0.25-inch hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds. I believe that's pea-sized hail. Going to Georgia and Florida. Storm is currently right over Geneva and Black right now, and this is literally currently crossing into Florida as I am speaking. And there's going to be tracking towards Ponce de Leon, Caryville, as well as Bonifay. At the moment, I would not be surprised if we did get a new warning for this, though it is unnecessary at the moment with where it is in this polygon, and because this polygon goes on for another 24 minutes. Wow. This storm here in Nebraska is still only warned for 1-inch hail. Kind of blows my mind a little bit there. 1-inch hail is still what is on this. Wake up, National Weather Service. Come on. Wake up. What National Weather Service is this? Is this? I gotta look at it on here. It's National Weather Service North Platte. The latest scan still showing possibly significant hail in this. Maybe not quite as bad as the latest scan, but still looking at possibly significant hail. Or I should say potentially. This North Platte is going to be impossible. Yeah. It really is. Unfortunately. Because I think I'm very positive we have greater than 1-inch hail in this. I think it may even be significant right now. I mean, looking at reflectivity. Kind of see all this hail also on the correlation coefficient as well. You need to be seeking shelter if you are in this warning in Nebraska, because there's potentially significant hail in this storm right now. Currently tracking to the southeast. When is the last time they've updated this warning? 18 minutes ago? I believe 18 minutes ago. Yeah, 18 minutes ago. Severe thunderstorm warning just to the southwest of that one. Still warned for larger hail than that one. It still baffles me, but this is also warned for 70-mile-an-hour winds. This one is for Sheridan, Cherry, and Garden counties for also the next 20 minutes. Both of these warnings go on for the next 20 minutes here in Nebraska. And these are currently our only two considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. We are currently at 7 severe thunderstorm warnings as a whole. Don't think we have any in Canada right now. Nope, we don't. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. Which one is this? This could be this one? No, it's this one. For Susquehanna and Broome counties here in Pennsylvania and New York for the next 35 minutes for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch size hail. This includes places like Choconut, Friendsville, Forest Lake, Montrose, South Montrose, Brooklyn, New Milford, Halstead, Laurel Lake, and Lanesboro. Make sure you're seeking shelter. 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch quarter-sized hail for the next 34 minutes there. Again, this is on the Pennsylvania-New York border. Severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky for Harlan, Knox, Clay, Bell, and Leslie counties is being allowed to expire. That will be this one. So they're allowing this warning to just expire. We have pretty good storms over here near Cape Girardeau right now. Over here in Illinois and Missouri. Those could be tracking towards Kentucky here. Fairly strong storms. They were severe warned earlier. They are currently not anymore, though. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch our clocks. We're going to switch it to Mountain Daylight Time here. There we go. And then let me update it on Weatherfront as well. So that's really where most of our severe weather is, and that is currently where we have severe watches as well. There we go. I did that wrong. What did I do? I clicked Central again. There we go. Now we got it. Currently have 7 severe thunderstorm warnings. As we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Cherry County, Nebraska. Wait for that to pop up here. Not quite sure where that's going to be. Trying to figure that out right now. So we are now at 8 severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't quite know where that is. There it is. Alright, so they did issue a new severe thunderstorm warning on this storm. They have upgraded the hail. It is now 1.25-inch hail. It's at least a little bit better. It's half-dollar sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds here for Cherry County, Nebraska for the next 46 minutes here. It's currently tracking towards North 61. So that is a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Nebraska. I'm guessing we're going to get a new one on this one just to its southwest as well, as that warning, that polygon will expire at the same time as the one that is over here. Or the one that has just been replaced, I should say. Still there, but I'm guessing they're going to cancel it because it technically still has 14 minutes, but there's really no point in having it if there's another severe warning over it. It's just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. We're now up to 10 severe warnings. This is going to be for the eastern side of, or I should say southeastern side of Phoenix. As these storms are tracking to the northeast, this is going to be for 60-mile-an-hour winds here in Arizona for Maricopa County for 30 minutes here. This is on the southeast side of Phoenix, including places like Tempe, Mesa, Gilbert, and Guadalupe. So that's a new severe thunderstorm warning here in Arizona for the next 30 minutes for 60-mile-an-hour winds. They have updated. They update this one? Yeah, they updated the severe warning in South Dakota. This is now only for 60-mile-an-hour winds and 0.75-inch hail. So they have downgraded both the wind and the hail. The wind is currently what is worthy of a severe warning right now. I say we just have a ton of flash flood warnings still in effect here in Indiana. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flash flood warnings here in Indiana right now. That is 8 out of 28 that we have total. I have a lot over here in Arizona right now. Okay. We're now back down to 7 severe thunderstorm warnings. I do want to mention, I don't think I pointed this out earlier, but our new severe thunderstorm warning that is for Cherry County, they have upgraded the hail to 1.25 inches. They have downgraded the wind. So it's now going to be just 60-mile-an-hour winds instead of 70 for Cherry County, Nebraska. Been a little bit since we've been over here in the Georgia, Florida area. Storms are still tracking their way into the Florida area, tracking basically due south. They're still passing over Geneva and Black at the moment, and they are going to be tracking towards Prince Dallon, Caryville, and Bonifay. The storm is crossing the Alabama-Florida border into Florida. Not just a bunch of pop-up thunderstorms here in Alabama right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. Real interesting. Over here on the Pennsylvania-New York border, storms are now almost fully into Pennsylvania now. Currently going over Laurel Lake. They're going to be tracking towards Halstead and New Milford, as well as Forest Lake, Montrose, and South Montrose. So make sure you're still seeking shelter if you are in any of those places. Alright, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 severe thunderstorm warnings expire here in the next 8 minutes. I'm going to say if we get to, we may hear, but if we get to 5 severe thunderstorm warnings or less, I'm probably going to end the stream. Just because I'm kind of struggling to talk about stuff at this point, but planning on going till 5 or less severe warnings. That is the current plan. Alright, 7 minutes, and we're going to have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings expire here. Gonna find out if we're gonna keep going live or not, or keep live or not, or stay live, I should say, stay live or not. Hail core over here in Nebraska, not quite as significant as it was a little bit ago, but still, I'd say definitely still looking at our 1.25 inch hail. It's going to be half dollar-sized hail here in Nebraska. This warning will go on for the next 37 minutes. 37 minutes on that. Severe thunderstorm warning for La Paz County, Arizona is going to be allowed to expire in 6 minutes. Storms over here in Colorado have really just been dying out over the last couple scans. So these storms exiting Colorado into Nebraska, at least in northeastern Colorado, are dying. We do still have a line of storms that are going to be tracking into Nebraska here in a little bit. Could see a little bit of severe, could end up seeing a severe wind threat, but currently unlikely at the moment. Over here in Geneva, storms are almost over here in Geneva, still going on in Black and Esto, but about half of the storm has now crossed into Florida. This could be tracking towards Caryville, Ponce de Leon, as well as Bonifay. For the Pennsylvania-New York storm, this storm is pretty much fully into Pennsylvania now. Still tracking towards Halstead and New Milford, as well as Montrose and Forest Lake. This could be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and one-sized hail. For the Florida storm, that one is just for 60-mile-an-hour winds. So I have a storm up here in Montana right now. This could be tracking towards Billings. Currently just a special weather statement. With 40-mile-an-hour winds and half-inch sized hail for the next 19 minutes here. The storm is tracking towards Molt right now. It's going to be tracking towards Billings, Laurel, and Park City, as in Montana. We just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning in Nebraska. This is going to be for Grant, Sheridan, Cherry, and Garden counties for observed 70-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch quarter-sized hail. This is tracking more to the east than it is southeast now. And this is going to be tracking towards Hyannis. That is in Nebraska for the next 48 minutes. Technically only sitting at 7 severe warnings, as the one in Arizona is about to be, or it is just being allowed to expire at the moment. But once again, if we do go down to 5 or less severe warnings, I am going to end up ending the stream here. We'll find that out in about 2 minutes time here. We are kind of seeing a hook kind of developing here in Florida, but we can see the outflow boundary, and it is nowhere near it, so we are seeing pretty much zero tornado threat on this. They are going to continue that as a special weather statement by the looks of things. And we did just go down to 4 severe thunderstorm warnings here, so I'm going to end the stream right here, as weather is just winding down in general at the moment. Uh, Anyone who watched the stream, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for joining. We did hit 48 views, OBS is telling me on this one, so that's really nice. We have definitely been trending in a great direction on our last couple live streams, so that is great to see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I do want to mention I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be able to be live at all this weekend. I'm gonna be gone, and also all of next week I'm also gonna be gone. So I'm not gonna be able to be live at all of next week. So make sure you're referring to your local National Weather Service and making sure you have a way to get alerts, whether that's radio station or whether radio station, weather radio station, or just your phone, getting notifications on your phone. Make sure you're able to do that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.